Hi everyone! Not sure why I sound so surprised at the intro of my own video. I think it's mainly because I'm actually mega surprised you even managed to find it. Problems with YouTube algorithm check. No, but seriously, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn your notifications on to be told every time I post, because I don't know what it is at the minute, YouTube are just not doing their thing. But on a serious note guys, hey, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. For today's video, we're going to be testing out two new Urban Decay products. Throughout this week, I've actually been testing out the All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer, so I have some kind of well thought out, prolonged thoughts about it. And also we're going to be doing a first impressions of the new Lash Freak Mascara. Not gonna lie to you guys, this mascara has some bold claims on it. Almost outrageous if you ask me. So we're going to be putting it to the test. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel as well as turn your notifications on, because otherwise you ain't gonna know when I've posted. I'll also leave a link on the screen to my socials in case you aren't following me on there already. I post some cute pics on there as well as hinting about reviews that I'm going to be doing next and telling you when I post. So if YouTube doesn't tell you, you'll know from there. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on to testing out these two new Urban Decay products. Make sure you leave a like on this video if you saw that spit fly out of my mouth. So as I mentioned in the intro, we are actually going to be talking about two new Urban Decay products. The first one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer. Now this is something that I've actually been using for a couple of days now. I'll pop a clip on the screen of me actually applying it just because, as you can see, I'm wearing a full beat right now. The packaging for this, as always with Urban Decay products, is on point for me. I find that when products are in tubes like this, it makes it so much easier to make sure you get all of the product out of the tube. Also, it makes it really easy and mess-free to apply it onto your hands before you apply onto your face. The texture for this primer is actually really nice. I rate it a lot just because when you apply it onto your hands, you can see it's quite a firm gel-like formula, which sounds really weird, but as you'll see from the clips, it looks quite like, I was going to say chunky, but it's not chunky. It looks very thick. It's quite a firm texture. Feels tacky to the touch when you apply it on your skin, which is amazing for me because I find a lot of the time I apply makeup and it slides around all over the place on my primer. I just can't seem to get it right sometimes, but I have been using this for the last couple of days just because I feel I can't tell a difference with primers until I have used it for a certain amount of days. So this is probably today the fourth or fifth day of me using it now, and I have to say I do really like it. It's helped keep my makeup in place for a lot longer than it usually would. You get quite a lot of product for what I'm used to when it comes to like Urban Decay products sometimes. There is 30 milliliters of product within this tube, but it does retail for £26, which may seem kind of expensive for some. In some cases with makeup you get what you pay for, and I truly believe with Urban Decay, especially with this primer in particular, it's probably one of my favourite products that I've used from them other than the eyeshadow palette. That was banging. My skin looked really nice and glowy in texture as well before I applied my foundation. I didn't find really that it made a massive amount of difference to the overall finish of my foundations, just because I tend to have like ultra mattifying foundation anyway. Pretty much cancels out any type of products that you put underneath it or on top of it, just because my skin is so unbelievably oily. You just got to lock it in and throw away the key. Now moving on to my favourite type of review. This is the Lash Freak Mascara by Urban Decay. Really love the box packaging for this. One thing that I did find really bizarre is that on the back it actually claims 23.6 times more volume. Then what though? Just like a normal mascara, their usual mascaras? Like, what does this mean? Also, 23.6% is very specific. I don't know, I'm very curious, understandably. This retails for £21, which I don't think is too bad for a mascara, especially like a high-end one. I'm going to try not to ruin the box with this. Wow. This looks chunky. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's 9.5 milliliters of product with this. I'm dying to see what the wand looks like. Oh, wait, what? Can we just talk about that? You know, the first thing that I thought when I saw this was that the green and the black was like the formula that had mixed properly. Oh my god, that's wild though. So if I just show you guys again, this is what the wand for the mascara looks like. Really small, very fine bristles. Also on the other side, if I flip it over, you can see that this side of the wand has like half the amount of bristles on it, just I'm guessing so that you can get your lower lash line always a bit of a problem for me. I'm just rubbish at putting mascara on. But yeah, when you kind of like put this in and out of the tube, it doesn't look like it deposits too much product onto the bristles, because sometimes there is such a thing as too much product to start off with. I tend to, whenever I apply mascara, put it to the base of my lashes, do kind of like a layer there, and then brush it up into the rest of my lashes, just to kind of create volume within the base. I'll pop a couple of clips on the screen of what my lashes are looking like right now. As you can probably tell, I'm looking a bit weird just because I have no mascara on. I'm also not going to curl my lashes either, because I really want to see what this mascara can do for me. So I'm just going to zoom you in so you can see what is going on my eyes. Just pumping that mascara wand into the product just to really get it on there, and then we're going to go in. So this is what my lashes are looking like. They actually look really good. Just looking at my lashes in the viewfinder, they look relatively spaced out, like in a nice way. They don't look too clumpy is what I'm kind of trying to say. So I've just zoomed you out for a second so we can kind of assess the sitch together, and to be honest, I'm quite impressed at the first coat. My lashes don't look clumpy or anything like that. The formula I felt was a lot wetter than I expected and what I'm used to in a mascara formula. I don't know whether or not maybe that's because there was too much on there, so I might try when I do the second layer or when I do the other eye to kind of scrape off a bit of that just to see. But looking at my lashes in the giant mirror, that is too heavy and completely just not appropriate for this kind of like review. I'm just going to do the second layer of this mascara using the bigger mirror just to see whether or not that makes a difference for how I'm applying it, and I'm also just trying to scrape off some of that excess. Just going in again, brushing it through. Whoa, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this if I try and show you, but it's like clumping like really hard at the root. I don't know if it's meant to be doing that or whether or not there's too much product, but I did literally just scrape off like tons of the excess. Whoa! So I've just let that second coat dry for a second, but I mean, I really like it. Like I said to you, it's kind of clumped my lashes together in a way that has kind of given them a spiky looking effect as well as being thick too, and I'm really vibing with it. So this is what my eye is looking like with the mascara on, and then this is what my eyes are looking like without. What the heck? Oh, I'm really excited. I have a feeling that this could potentially be my new go-to mascara. I want to see how it applies on the bottom lash line. Ooh, that little brush makes it so much easier to get my outer corner lower lash line. That part of my eyelash has probably never met mascara before because I just can never get in close enough to get that part. But look at the difference between my lashes. So this is lashes with mascara, lashes without mascara, lashes with mascara, lashes without. One thing I am intrigued about is whether or not this mascara is actually waterproof, because that's the next thing. Your girl has really watery eyes. Intensely volumizing and lengthening, lifts curls for a dramatic wide eye effect. I can definitely say I agree with that statement. Intensely black long wear formula lasts up to 20 hours and is smudge proof and sweat proof. So it doesn't specifically say waterproof, but it does say smudge and sweat proof. I'm just reading off my phone. They have some tips on the actual Urban Decay website. It says about flipping the brush and pressing the curved side against the root of your lashes, which is what I was saying to you. I always coat my roots first and then brush the product through the rest of my lashes. So I might try and do that more consciously on this side and see whether or not that makes a difference again. Slight curve within the wand, which they recommend you kind of like use actively to press against your root to create the most volume. So that's what I'm just going to try and do on this side to see whether or not making that active decision makes a massive difference or not. Brushing it upwards as you do. God, look at the difference already. Like, that's undeniable. Also as well, they said on the tip of the wand there is kind of bristles to help separate some of the lashes to make sure it's not clumpy. I mean, some people might say the way that my lashes have gone might be too clumpy for them personally, but because I have like next to no lashes and in my opinion they're quite like skinny, I like when they look a little bit more clumpy. God, look at the difference that has really made, honestly. Like, you can't deny that my lashes look completely different. One thing I will mention is maybe try scraping off some of the excess product, just because I did have that little situation where I applied a bit too much. Sometimes that can kind of cause a little bit of a clumping effect, and some people don't really like that. Also as well, this mascara made my lashes look super long. Normally they don't look like this without me curling them, pressing them for ages and then going and recurling them again and then applying my mascara. I don't even feel like I really need to curl my lashes with this. Obviously I'd love to just to see what it looks like, but I don't feel like I actually need to. I'll quickly pop on the screen the before and after again, just so you guys can kind of compare the difference. So to conclude this video, I really liked the texture of the primer. Some people may say that it's kind of more on the pricier side for a primer, but I find that it really does help my makeup grip and stay on my face in the places that I put it. Finding a primer that makes your skin look glowy, hydrates it, keeps your makeup on for like, I think roughly they say around about 12 hours, although I don't think I wear my makeup longer for that, I'm not gonna lie to you. But for it to do all of those things and have a really nice finish on your skin without either drying out your skin or making it super oily is really great. Also, like I touched on before, I love the packaging for the Ultra Glow primer, just because it is super easy to get all of that product out of the tube so you're not wasting any. And as for the mascara, I really recommend you guys give it a go. The wand is like out of control, like it's crazy. Also the fact that it's got like the curve in it to help you get into the root, as well as having the kind of shorter bristles at the end on the other side so that you can really get into the lower lash line. That is something that I really rate in this mascara. So that is it for this week's video, testing out the new Urban Decay Ultra Glow All Nighter Primer, as well as the Lash Freak Mascara. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up so I know. It really does help me out a lot. I will leave links to both of these products in the description down below for you in case you want to go and try them out for yourself, along with my social media. So if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on my socials, as well as subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Please make sure you turn your notifications on to be told when I post, because unless you go digging for it at the minute, you ain't gonna find my video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye guys!